I'm not cheersing with my coffee. I'm cheersing in these Niner whiskey shot glasses, courtesy of the king himself.
Fucking weed's way better. It's funny, like when it gets taken away from you is when you're like, oh yeah, this face was the representation of what alcohol is.
Oh, gross, dude.
Exactly.
Weed is better. I agree.
I even like the experience of smoking is far more enjoyable than drinking for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Here's the problem, though, is that while I enjoy, like, Jesus Christ, keep yourself together.
You're like a kid taking NyQuil.
So gross, dude.
Like, while I enjoy the substance, I enjoy both substances for different reasons. I like the feeling of being drunk, that looseness. I don't like the taste of it, but I don't like being around alcoholics or drunkards, where at the same time, I enjoy smoking weed, but I don't necessarily like hanging around stoners.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a me event for weed. Like, I'd rather do that on my porch,
dude.
or
I've
by
done
myself.
I've done like the marijuana shows, like comedy shows, and it's fucking so hard because they're just all like baked out of their domes. They've had like drinks with weed in them and food with weed in it, and fucking they smoked 3 joints, and it's like, god damn, how do I keep you
And
like how do I get you excited
Engaged,
at all?
Yeah.
You're not even on the planet. You don't know what's. Yeah, I get you.
I mean, neither am I at that point. Like, I'm there too, so I get it. But
yeah, in the environment, I would rather, if we're drinking, more people and movement and stuff happening is better. If it's smoking, it's like more intimate of an experience.
Yeah. I think it's because, at least for me, I get more empathetic, I guess. I'm more sensitive to and more people, it gets overwhelming. Like, I just feel everyone's energy. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Stop. Get it away from me.
I think alcohol is better for stories.
Yeah,
For
probably.
things that
if you can remember them.
True. That's why James fucked up. So I gave it, because I've been thinking about this because I was working on it
What did
this
James
morning.
and the Giant Peach do?
James Jablonski,
Yo,
a.k.a.
let's call the
Jimmy
hideaway
Knows.
the Giant Peach, because, I mean, that room is ass and the ass of Riverside, so...
I wonder what it's going to be like without the tree and with a completely different, like, vibe, you know what I mean?
All right, here you go. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be.
Okay.
Exactly the fucking same. Nothing's gonna change. It's a little shit room, but it's built almost specifically for comedy, and they don't realize that.
Yeah.
Or they do, and they don't. It's not profitable enough, which is understandable.
Which is inherently wrong, though. So
it could be a comedy club.
That depends on where your priorities lie, though.
Again, I don't know when the last time I brought this up, but Mission Inn needs to open a comedy club for the fucking 1,000th time.
You're picturing the bar or the
wherever?
Okay.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Put a comedy club in there. It'll be the most successful business in Riverside.
The Mission Inn should have taken the Hideaway's spot that were just right there and have their, because then they could maintain their whole historical monument, status of being classy, and the comedy
they have
club
a
is
fucking
across
Mexican
the street.
restaurant in there. Like this.
Yeah, but they also have Dwayne's, where it's like $47 for a steak.
Whatever, that's fine. You can sell that shit at the comedy club. You can. That's where you get your food for the club.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they could separate themselves enough where the Hideaway section could still be the Hideaway and a comedy club, and then they could just funnel guests depending on the
Too
night.
far. It needs to be in the building. It needs to be right in there, like how that Mexican restaurant is.
But
you got to be able to get to it from the
outside.
inside of the. You have to be able to get to it from the inside of the hotel.
But you could get like Men in Black to walk people across the street. I think it's way
too
cooler.
much overhead.
For the Mission Inn, not enough overhead. They got
but you're gonna want to reduce it as much as possible.
It's
business.
I still think the Hideaway in and of itself could be a comedy club because it's that has that going down into a basement feel
for sure,
and it's wasted potential. But what are you gonna do?
But I mean, now it's comedy there. I mean, you just need competent people to run it is all. And so
good luck, James.
you gotta, back to James and his giant peach.
So I gave him the GoPro and I was like, just film things, and I'll
This is his dick.
I bet you it's pierced. So I was like, all right, man, just walk around, film stuff, have fun, interview people, talk to people, film the show, whatever you want to do. And then I'll go back and I'll edit it and take some clips from it, whatever's good. And so I fucking should have brought the camera. He just walked around and filmed everything upside down for like, I'm not even exaggerating. I have maybe 50 clips of about 7 seconds each of just noise and nobody. And then I think Adrian, I literally hear him press it and say, okay, go. And then Adrian says something and then he turns it off. He didn't understand that like it's a GoPro. Like they put that shit in like Russian trucks to go for a really long time so you can take in film. So I just skipped through a goddamn like a bunch of different clips of nothing. And it upset me because that night's not going to come back. Thank you, James.
Well, I mean, most of it, what I could get is on our Instagram.
Is it?
Yeah.
Of the actual roast.
Of the actual roast.
Well, that's good. The video or just like
it's video.
Picture?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It's the reels. The IG reels.
IG reels are fucking
Fancy.
real.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, James, you fucked up. So I hope this is not a prequel to
How
The
hard
Hideaway.
is it? Like, here's a camera. Hold it like this. You don't even have to turn it on and off.
No, just hold it and move around.
Maybe we should have just fucking got a thing to put it on his fucking stupid head.
Just strap it on like he's a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
His fucking nose is so big you could mount it on that.
Jimmy the nose.
Yeah.
Jimmy the nose. So either way, that was what.
Fucking get a little thing that goes up his nostrils to like mount on there so it doesn't fall forward.
So he's got to breathe through his mouth the whole time.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I record you?
I would just get upset about the terrible sound after that.
Can you sign this consent form?
Can I put this mic on you?
How do you think it's? I'm only going to be able to go to the one on the first one, the 18th, and then after that, I don't think I'll be able to go. How do you think it's going to go? First night,
Fucking terrible.
No, I think that everyone's going to be excited about it. The first night's going to be great.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be excited. It's gonna be terrible though.
Why terrible? What do you
Because it
think?
always is.
But it's not just like comics. People are going to be excited for it. It's different.
Oh yeah, but we'll see how it's run. That's what it comes down to.
I think that first night's going to be really good because of the hype of the Hideaway's back, and then after that, it's going to take a lot of finagling and fixing and like
A lot of what?
Finagling. You never heard that?
Yeah,
That
I say finagling.
finagle.
I call it Fandango. So I
You're
think
gonna finagle.
somehow we're all wrong here.
I'm pretty sure it's not even a word.
No, it's definitely not.
Fangirling?
It's a
I don't know. I'm just trying to play boggle with
dude.
the
Why are
letters
you wearing
now.
those glasses so much recently?
Because I scratched my eyeball with I was climbing. Something like
okay.
fell in my eyeball and then it went into my contact lens. So
Okay.
I'm just weary about my eyeballs now.
Do you have different ones?
What?
Glasses.
Probably somewhere. These are
Okay.
just the ones
Make
that
me
I
look
have out.
distinguished.
Can you try the other ones though?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Well, can you see if you take those glasses off, you can like navigate and drive and shit?
Probably.
Then why do you wear them?
Probably not, actually. I didn't think about
Oh
it.
my god.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Have you ever worn glasses?
Yeah, I literally wore
You
them
wear-
for like a week,
Yeah.
and then I
Really?
You remember when I came and you were like Harry Potter?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it happened.
Not your sunglasses?
No,
Not
my
your
glasses.
John Lennon glasses?
Yeah, my John Lennon glasses. I only wear them when I watch like TV, when I watch anime. I'm
Are
supposed
they
to.
blue blockers? It's fine.
Yeah, like what's the purpose?
The purpose is apparently supposed to make my shit clearer, which it does, but then I just forget about them. Like
Are you like farsighted where you can only see close? Is that what
I
it is?
can see
Or
far
you're near-
away further away gets blurry. Closer gets not as blurry. So I am nearsighted?
I sounds like both sides are blurry.
Yes, it's all blur. You guys are just two just weird little blurs in front of me.
Yeah, you shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna.
Dude, old people shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, that's weird.
Holy shit. I saw an old lady in a Tesla. That felt dangerous.
Dude.
Like,
There's a roundabout near my job, and it's only like one lane, but on the middle there's like a brick, like, you know, it's like brick.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple old people drive up on that brick to go around this roundabout. It's hilarious.
Most people can't do roundabouts out here for some reason.
Yeah, they're fucking dumb.
No, they're not.
Yeah, dude, they've never been taught how to drive properly because nobody takes driver's ed. They just learn to drive from the person that drove them around.
I thought you were saying roundabouts were dumb.
No. Roundabouts are great.
They're
people
convenient.
are dumb. Yeah. The people get taught how to drive from people that never learned how to drive, and they never take driver's ed. They just wait until they're 21 to get their fucking license.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
That's how they used to do it.
That's how pretty much everybody gets their license out here.
I got mine when I was like 17.
I got mine when I was 16. I took driver's ed when I was 14
if you want it
and 8
before
months.
that, you need to take driver's ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's really, I wouldn't say everyone does that, but it's really common for people to just wait for that.
that's weird as fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then you don't have the practice to get whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking
That's
leaving.
what I'm saying. That's why when it rains out here, fucking everything goes to shit because nobody's told them, like, hey, you don't really need to slow down. You just need to be more cautious. You know? Like, you're fine. You're fine. Just don't slam on your brakes. Don't make sudden movement. Don't be fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And you're fine. Just go 70 on the freeway.
The driving out here has upset me to no end. Like the what is it?
Traffic.
Traffic and then passing on the right is starting to really bother me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people
when it's like, why aren't you moving over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like people became worse drivers throughout COVID.
I think it's the culture of driving that's really the problem. At least out here, our driving culture is
self-centered
and misguided, I'd say, because like it's not that people don't know how to drive in the rain. It's that when it rains, people who haven't replaced their tires that are perfectly fine during the heat, but bald as fuck when it gets wet, is going to cause problems. And it's that culture of like it's always sunny. Like I don't have to. You never experience tread loss until it gets wet, you know. And if it only gets wet 6 times a year, then it's like you feel this false sense of safety.
I'm feeling ignorant right now because both of you guys grew up in places with water, so I don't know what you mean, and now you have me more concerned about driving in the snow.
Well,
I don't like that face.
So your tire has like the little tread marks on it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so those are there so that when you drive through water, the water
Get the fuck really?
goes,
It displaces water. It increases the surface area of your tire.
Exactly.
I did not know this.
So so the water can go in those and like the tire, and then it doesn't. So like that's why like race cars have super flat tires because they don't worry about water. They're just focused on sticking to the ground.
And when you drive fast enough, those get gummy. Those tires get legit sticky.
Yeah. So like, but if you were doing that and you went over water, it would hydroplane, and you wouldn't be able to steer.
Right.
So if your tread wears down far enough, it's going to be the more worn out it is, the easier it's going to be to hydroplane.
And when you hydroplane, you have to steer into.
Oh, when you hydroplane,
you don't have a choice.
You don't. You go. You
just
go.
accept what happens.
Yes.
You try to stay straight.
Yeah. It's called hydroplane because you become a hydroplane.
Yeah.
Like you become
You're
a
on
speedboat.
top of the water.
It's kind of badass, minus the danger of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit badass. It's really dangerous when it's like the water's gathering at like a curve.
Yeah.
Because then you start floating and you
puddle.
can't turn. So like now you're going into people.
Is this physics we're talking about right now?
This is definitely
This is physics.
100%.
Totally. Physics is crazy. The fact that somebody was like, "Oh, we got to put these divots in," or who thought that through, it just fucking
way smarter than us.
Yes,
a lot longer ago, but a lot smarter than us. That's crazy.
Okay. So driving in the rain is different from driving in snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you're driving through a particle. Like you're driving through
a
snow.
substance.
Yeah, a substance, a substrate almost.
Oh, I'm gonna crash this car out there.
So,
well, they have snow tires so the idea of the treads where now they widen that and they make the tire thicker so that now snow can get in and now they can get traction.
But you're not gonna put that on your car.
I'm not.
He might. You could put that on my Scion and you'd be fine.
But you're not gonna do that every winter, just for like 4 or 5 months. You're not gonna do that. Nobody does that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You just drive carefully.
Just drive more better.
Yeah, well, you just, again, like, you don't make sudden movements. You don't punch the gas. You accelerate slowly.
Which is not fun.
It's not fun. If you want to fishtail, if you have a rear-wheel drive vehicle, you can punch it and, like, woo, tail whip a little bit, and it'll come back, hopefully. unless you go too hard.
You have to play Tokyo Drift, and you have to put it on your TikTok.
Yeah, man, everybody's done it where I'm from.
Right.
So it's like you go to the parking lot and fucking and when it's all snowy and shit, and you slide around.
That sounds pretty dope.
It's
actually,
common. Yeah,
I might need to do that.
If you have a front wheel drive vehicle, you just do it in reverse.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I used to take my front wheel drive Integra through like the Ralph's parking lot when it was raining near my house.
Throw that brake up.
Yeah.
And slide around.
Kick that bitch out.
Yeah, man. Our high school parking lot was probably the most common place for people to go when it was like snowy, like at night when there's nobody there. It's like snowing. You know we're gonna have a snow day the next day. Just slide around, but there was light posts in the parking lot, and people would hit them like all the time. They'd hit them.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so
great.
fucking awesome.
Usually there'd be like snow built up around them, so like if you hit them, it wasn't like
terrible
that cement light, but like still.
All right, I'm gonna keep all this in mind. The new job I have, I'm gonna need to commute for an hour.
Wait, you're not gonna drive though, right?
I have to.
You're not gonna take the train.
It would be 2 hours and 30 minutes if I took the train, so I have to drive.
Worth it.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
That bad?
We'll see.
I mean, think about how many jokes you could write in 2 hours.
3.
How early would you have to get up to do the train? What time do you have to be there?
My job 8.
Okay, so you'd have to leave at like 6 probably. Well, you don't even know what time the train comes. You might have to leave at like 5:30. Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drive.
An hour's a long time though, bro.
I mean, that's what it was like. That's what it was like when I did my jobs out here because of the traffic. So, is traffic not as bad in other states?
It'll just depend on the time of the day. It depends on where you have to go. If you have to go through like the loop in Chicago.
No. I'm going north up into the suburbs.
You'll probably be fine.
Okay.
I've never lived in a state where there wasn't heavy traffic. 1 and 2 is California and Hawaii, and I'm in both, bro. So I don't know what it's like to not have traffic.
Our traffic, quote unquote traffic, is only caused by construction, usually, and like the traffic isn't. It's not like it is here. It might hold you up for a few minutes, but it's not like bumper to bumper. It just slows down.
Have you ever, in Michigan, I'm sure this happened in Hawaii, have you ever been in the freeway and it is so bad that you get out of your car to stretch your legs and it's fine?
No.
I know. I've never done it, but there were times where I could have, for sure.
Yeah.
There was a point that one time the entire island was in gridlock.
Did some Fast Furious shit happen?
No, it was just a perfect storm.
This is the volcano. Everybody's trying to get out
of like morning commute accidents, and then construction, then going home commute accidents. So from 10 to 7, like if you're on the freeway, it's taking you almost 2 hours to get home, which is without traffic a 15-minute drive.
Was that on the news, like the Hawaiian news?
Honestly, I was in traffic and I didn't see the news.
I don't know. I figured they have paper boys walk on the freeway and pass it to you guys while you figure it out.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be really dope. Okay. The traffic, I guess I'm used to traffic out here, so I don't know what the fuck traffic is like in other places, but.
Are you excited? I mean, you're basically leaving tomorrow, like galactically speaking, if your life is the galaxy, you leave right now.
Are you packed up yet?
I don't own anything, so yes.
Yes,
pretty
you do.
much. I'm gonna have to sell my guns. I gotta sell the TV. Yeah.
Are you plan on getting more out there?
We'll see.
That's where to get guns, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude. You can get the good ones out there.
Also,
yeah.
Well, the laws.
I was gonna tell you how to smoggle your guns.
No, not on the podcast. the laws in Chicago are super strict. It's the states around it. That's from what I understand is why there's so many guns. But maybe I don't know if I need if I start to be like, oh, maybe I do need guns out here. I'll get guns. But as of right now, black people haven't been the issue for me, so it should be all right.
Yeah,
I'm and as far as the whole, am I excited? I go
back and forth.
Not even back and forth. It just, I mean, you know how emotional I am. It goes from every fucking emotion every couple hours. Where like sometimes I'm excited, sometimes I'm scared, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm nostalgic. In it,
anxious,
depressed,
angry.
I have
confused
a lot,
unsure.
You're a great storyteller in the future.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're gonna make a great book one day.
Right though, like you're like, oh, dude, am I making the right decision? Like, is this fucking stupid? Like, this might be the worst decision of my life.
As soon as you guys were like, we got the improv, I was like, fuck, why did I do this?
Speaking of, we're at the Ontario Improv July 28th at 8 p.m. If you use the code word BUDDY, you get $5 off your tickets.
BUDDY.
Exclusive code for the podcast listeners only. Go
yes. ahead. Thank you. Thank you for the ad break during my emotional.
Plug.
No,
you brought it up, bro.
No, I don't think I have the feelings of like, oh, is this a bad idea? But the logic is like, no, this is exactly what I need to do. It's just a lot. I've never. No. The beginning of COVID, I had a lot of these types of emotions, but I don't think I've ever had a decision I was making this big for this like I've never had so much time to wait and think about it, and so it just feels weird.
Yeah, it's a literal paradigm shift for you. Yeah.
I mean, it feels like, I mean, you guys are calmer people in general, so I don't think you guys had the same level of emotion probably when you moved, unless I could be wrong.
I think I left when I was 20, so I think I was emotional, but I ignored it. Like,
I can see that.
Because
you ate some donuts and you're like, I'll be fine.
At a certain point, like, I bought my ticket. This was the plan, and if it doesn't work out, we'll find out, you know? Yeah. A lot of, I would say, excitement for me because of, I've like, oh, I get to go to the mainland. It felt like, it felt like an adventure.
Was that your first time to go to the mainland?
I mean, I had been to the mainland when I was like.
So glad you call it that, by the way.
I
love that you call it that way.
We're going to the mainland.
The mainland shore. I came out when I was 10, and then I went to Vegas, which doesn't count at this point. That's not
Vegas is its own thing.
And then I only came to California. We stayed in Hellendale, which is some bum. Hellendale. Yeah.
That sounds like
it's outside of
like Lord of the Rings town.
It's outside of Victorville. It's a golf community. Everyone drives their golf carts.
Get the sigil, and we will meet you in Hellendale.
Yeah. So I stayed there, and then I only stayed there because we were going to Disneyland. So I never did like a California experience up until that point. So leaving at 20 was like, oh, I get to go whatever I want.
Have you been east of the Rockies yet?
Nope.
That's correct. I mean, you went to Denver. That's kind of. Yeah. Technically, it's east of the Rockies, but you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. No. I haven't been east of Colorado. No. Yeah. I think the furthest east Boulder, Aurora. I don't know which one's further east.
It's Colorado. Yeah. It's like this. They're like in an up and down line, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Like their cities go up and down. It's kind of weird.
Did you get to a point of the type of green that I experienced over there? Like,
probably not.
Because when I came back from the visit of Chicago, and it's crazy. Like, I've been to the East Coast before. I have family out there. My family's from there, and I've been around green. I've been to Maryland, but this is my first time being present, man. And so every time I say it, I have to look at you and say, man.
Yeah. What are you gonna do without me in Chicago? Nobody's
cry.
Gonna get your inside
FaceTime
jokes.
you.
Well, they're beating me up.
I'm being present, man.
Come on, man.
That's all I wanted to say. See you later.
I'm now going to have to do that.
Okay.
But going out there and genuinely taking it in for the first time and then coming back, I was like, oh, none of our plants are real.
Yeah.
That was...
They're put there for a reason. Nothing was natural.
That's the best way to describe it. Coming back to rivers, coming back to the fucking desert and seeing trees, I was like, oh, you're fake.
Yeah.
This isn't what normal.
California is Universal Studios.
Yeah, man.
Southern California.
Yeah, well, once you get like past the mountains between like Victorville, like the high desert and the low desert, then yeah, for sure. But like up there, Joshua trees, like that. But those are fucking ugly.
They really are.
They really are.
Yeah. And then, so you moved when you were 20. How old were you?
I think I was 23, 24, somewhere in there.
Where was your emotional status?
I was extremely anxious, but like also like super depressed. So I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta change something.
Did you just go through a breakup or something?
No. Nope.
You're like, nope, just fat and sad, bro.
Just fat, sad. I was doing comedy back there, and it was like once a week.
You're too smart for Michigan.
I was just
too smart for Michigan.
There's just not enough.
Too ambitious.
There wasn't enough.
That's a better way.
There wasn't enough opportunity.
Right.
And I was like, well, if I'm going to do comedy, I'm going to take it seriously. I guess I should do L.A. or New York.
Right.
And I was like, well, I don't want to do the cold. So it was as close to L.A. as I could get, which was Victorville. But I was like super anxious. Like I had my fucking like breakdown moments of like, because I'm like really scared of being a fucking loser. Like
same. I'm always keenly aware that I can be homeless at almost any point in my life.
Yeah. Like I'm like one step above homeless. Like I live in the cheapest place possible, and I'm barely getting by. So it's like, and I'm because I have family members that are like estranged, not like estranged, but it's like don't interact with them because they're toxic and they'll and I've always been afraid of becoming that person.
Yeah.
And so like I was like very scared of like being like the fucking loser that like people talk about at like your family reunion. Like what's he doing?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just doing drugs and trying to do comedy, I guess. You know. So, but
when someone says, "Are you still doing that comedy thing?" It's the just.
Yeah, I'm really not looking for. That's like I'm going home in the fall.
Uh-oh.
And.
Now you can tell him, I just is at the Improv. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, at this point though, like after opening for Pablo, I can tell everybody suck my dick.
Yeah.
So
for a weekend too, not one time.
Yeah. Like I was booked. I made $300 that weekend. So, but I'm going home. My parents originally they were like, do you want to come home for Christmas? Like, do you want to do like Thanksgiving? Like, what's your plan? I was like, I want to come home for my birthday. Because then I get to call the shots. And, like, I get to see who I want to see because it's my birthday.
Right.
And it's not like Thanksgiving where it's like, oh, this is just about the family.
Gotta
like,
be at home.
Yeah, and then, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm still going to have to answer questions, but, like,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I guess I think it's going to be different for me because it's been 30 goddamn years for the most part. I mean, when I went to college, but fucking an hour and a half south isn't the same as going to a whole other state.
Shout out to Cal State San Marcos.
It's not the same. Even like I went to college, it was like 2 hours. No, it was about an hour and a half away probably. And it's
not the same, and it's not. You're in the same state, right?
Yeah,
you're in the same state. You're getting the same type of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like in visiting, and I don't have words for it. Maybe actually you guys can describe it better. But people,
Ohana. Yeah.
I don't know. College was the first time I saw like hot black girls in person.
Oh, nice. That was the moment.
Yeah.
That was the click.
That's where he clicked on into life.
There were girls like in college that I saw that I was like, I can't talk to her.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, there's no way.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's no way. She scares me.
People just felt different. They didn't feel like the same type of people. And frankly, it just made me feel safer. Like it felt so nice for no one to look at me. I really have to emphasize that. Like out here, people look at me all the time.
Get it? You're hot, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't think that's gonna change in Chicago.
I just walk around flipping my hair back everywhere.
Dude, you're fucking 6'2". Like you stand out a little bit, bro.
But out there, especially the gay community, for some reason. No, out there I think I'm just gonna be gay. It's easier. Damani seems happier.
Well, that's because he's being honest with himself.
Now I'll focus. I'm gonna make myself be gay.
No, it's because he's gay.
It's because he's gay.
I mean, the word means
literally happy.
So.
Maybe this time I'll be gay.
there was just
mid dick, and you're just like, I don't think this is for me. But what do you do at that?
That's
point?
how Jablonski felt, but he finished it.
Oh, that's so fucking. I can't. That's like rape at that point.
To have to finish it.
Is that not rape? Where you're like, I'm not into this ananymore, but I'll continue because I feel obliged. That's rape.
That's rape. Jablonski, you were raped.
That's called chivalry.
If you add one drink to it, it's definitely rape.
Super rape.
Yeah, that's
like, you get an extra 10 years for that.
You're gonna
Cosby's out. I'll get back to Chicago. Cosby's out.
God. Oh, so much has happened in the 4 weeks that we haven't done this podcast.
Not together, at least.
Yeah.
Cosby's out.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
On a technicality.
They're just like, yeah, we're gonna throw out all 37 of these guilty cases or whatever the fuck, dude.
This is
so crazy.
This is gonna be anti-woke of me, but I respect him for sticking to his guns.
Fair enough. Would you go see him do comedy?
Yes,
He's in Las Vegas.
Yes,
he's gonna do the fucking Mirage in a couple months, probably.
Yo, that is a historical moment.
Let me tell you all about prison.
I want so bad for Cosby to come out, make another special, and him to be raw as fuck.
I bet it wouldn't be funny.
You don't think so?
I think he is too disconnected from where we're at, and comedy is too much of a commentary of the present time that it's not going to be funny.
There's no way he talks about it.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's all he talks about, and it's not a comedy show. It's him explaining why he's innocent and how he was free.
It's like Lenny Bruce minus the...
I don't think he'll bring it up at all. He'll do a comedy act about his fucking wife and all like this normal ass shit that he's always done. There's no way, dude.
Want to see it. That's all I want
do
to
too.
see. I just want to see it.
I wonder what tickets are going to cost. $300? What would you pay?
Oh, what would I pay?
Yeah.
30.
30?
Yeah.
$20 with a discount code.
Yeah. Promo code Buddy. BUDDY.
Literally, okay. Every show Cosby does post this experience could be his last. And so taking that in consideration.
Nobody's going to assassinate him if that's what you're thinking.
No, he's old as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He's old as fuck, and it's like at any moment he could die.
Yeah.
And so if fucking Chadwick Boseman's dead, I don't know how Cosby made it this long.
I think Cosby's going to live another 30 years.
That's off of that.
He might live to be the oldest person of all time.
That virgin blood.
Yeah, dude.
The absolute most I would pay to see Cosby's last show live, $300. I would save up to see that.
I think I would just use whatever is left on my credit card, like, limit.
Max it out.
Yeah, I would probably, if somebody was like, I have one ticket left for Bill Cosby. Do you want it? It's $8,000.
Okay.
I have to be like, I hope my dad dies soon so I can get that fucking
one ticket to Cosby or one ticket to the arc that saves humanity? What do you spend that $8,000 on?
Cosby.
Yeah.
Cosby.
That's a way better experience. You don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be on the arc because now you have to survive. You're in survival mode post that.
Yeah.
So
you have to change.
Yes.
You're going to change as a person.
It's not worth it. We've gone through COVID.
Well,
I'm good.
Can we talk about what kind of person we would be post-apocalypse? I'm ruthless. I wouldn't give a fuck, dude. If I have to survive for myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can see you becoming an animal because you getting buff.
I'm gonna be the fucking underworld ruler, dude.
I can
also a skull on his head, dude. I'll be like fucking what's his face in that End of the World movie that Seth Rogen made.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Yeah.
What's the Danny McBride? Yeah, that's what I would be.
You have Danny McBride energy.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
It is half compliment, half insult.
Okay.
George, you'd survive.
I would survive. I'd probably have like a small crew, but I'd probably wander the most, like just kind of keep to myself.
You'd be a scout.
Probably, yeah.
With like a dog companion, a fucking German Shepherd.
No, it'd be a mongoose, bro.
You have 3 of them?
Yeah, and they all come out and they stand up like meerkats. They look around.
One of them's on your shoulder, getting a better view.
Yeah, one goes north, south, and east. We go west.
Report back.
Yeah, well, I see you guys in 2 days.
I would die for sure. Have you ever seen?
Nah, man, we would keep you safe.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, bring your guns.
We would link up and then we'd start a foot journey to Chicago.
We'd start a coalition. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a Japanese.
Oh, is that the one where they put the people in the office and they have to like beat the shit out of each other?
Island. High schoolers. Basically the same shit.
I thought maybe there's another one.
There's a scene in it where these 2 characters, you've seen it, they go on the hill and they're like, guys, we don't have to fight. We can just work together. And then people like snipe them immediately. Yeah. That's who I would be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I'm moving to Chicago.
Hey, can I tell you?
What?
Oh, wow, that's not going to help there.
It's going to get sniped on a building instead of a hill.
Just don't do that. Just wait for us.
Right. Just wait.
Hunker down, dude. We'll be there in like 40 days. All right. 40 days, 40 nights. All right.
Look to where the sun comes.
Look from the west.
This is actually like genuinely one of the big reasons why I want to move outside of career and all that shit. On a personal level, like
you want to be landlocked?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Oh my God, you don't know what that means.
No, what? What does that mean?
Like if you drive in a direction,
you go to an ocean.
Yeah, or you go the other way and then it's all land. But you meet an end on one end.
I guess Chicago has a lake by it.
Yeah, I guess. But you're a lake.
I'm a lake?
You are your lake.
I'm a lake.
William Henderson's
what the
Lake.
fuck does that mean? Oh, okay.
It's Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
It's your lake. It's not Chicago's lake. It's Michigan's lake.
Right. Well, I mean, it's split in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's boundaries.
Okay, so if I cross the boundary, I get
there's so
shot.
many bodies right on that boundary. I bet,
It's just like now it's Michigan, now it's Illinois, now it's Wisconsin.
Right. Well, I don't know what you guys were like before you moved here, but I assume you're different. I assume you're different from when you were 20 and you're different from when you were 23 in a pretty big way.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird, like chicken or the egg, though. I don't know if I can blame the move or if I just matured. And grown up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I attribute most of it to is just maturing.
But
also maturing in a place that has, what am I trying to say? Like, I don't know, that has culture, that has diversity.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like being exposed to all that is really what I think helps you.
But I think that my maturity has been stunted in so many ways, from so many different angles, and one of those angles is being in the same place.
Yeah.
Like walking, like, okay, at the last Worthington, I can't go back next Thursday. It'd be weird if I went back next Thursday. But
you better be there next Thursday.
Yeah. So, sure, yeah, I'll go. Shit, I looked down. My bad.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Guess Aaron's staying. He's not going to Chicago anymore.
Those are the rules.
Hold my pocket.
No,
is
but
what he
you're
said.
definitely going to Worthington's on Thursday.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
You're gonna want to do the time. Anyway.
I am gonna want to get the stage time. I just look
give
forward.
You more time.
Yeah. Fuck you. but like literally walking around, having this moment of like, oh, this is gonna be one of the last times I'm here. Like, I remember being... I mean,
you'll come back eventually.
But it's different.
You fucking better.
And I never return.
Disappear, yeah. Change your name.
But...
What would you change your name
TikTok?
Would you just go by Chase Molina?
No.
Chase Milbourne?
If I was going to change
like
my
you're
name...
from fucking Australia. My name's Chase Milbourne.
Keep going. Keep going. Do that. Please keep doing the accent.
Chase Milbourne.
Chase.
I like Foster's
Chase,
beer.
is that you? Is that you there?
Oi.
Oi, mate.
Aussie.
Good day.
How we doing? My name's Chase from Melbourne, Australia. I like Crocodile Dundee. Go ahead.
Thank you. Like, being in a place where I was literally in like elementary school and realizing like, oh, I'm not going to be here anymore, is pretty indescribable. Like, it's intangible. There are no words to describe that feeling.
Yeah.
It would be like it's going to be like trying to explain COVID to the next generation. Trying to explain, like, we were in the house. They could watch all the videos, all the documentaries about it. They will never understand what COVID was like. Or trying to explain 9/11 to Jonathan. It's fucking impossible. Like, he will never get what watching the Twin Towers, right? He's never going to feel that. And so leaving...
also, side note about Jonathan, I was trying to talk about James Bond to him, and he thought I was talking about Daniel Craig.
That's a perfect example of that. Yeah, like it's intangible, and that fear of being a loser is the fear I have of being a townie. They're kind of synonymous to me. Like when I went out to visit, I tried desperately to find an open mic, and I ended up, oh God, I don't think I told you guys about this. I ended up at this fucking Irish pub because it was the only one that I had an open mic, and I got there and I was like, oh, this is basically Midwest Riverside. Yeah. This is fucking not what I wanted.
So you called the N-word there too?
Probably after I left.
Did you guys see that?
So I get there and there's this guy, I can't remember his name, and he was drunk.
Shout out.
Yeah, he was drunk and he was on coke.
Nice,
man. So he was in.
Sounds like an Irish pub.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he was in that perfect mix of like talkative and moving, but with like he had the energy of coke, but the incoherency of alcohol.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and he wouldn't leave me alone. And so I was like, yeah, I'm moving here. I'm from Riverside. I'm from California. And he was like, his eyes got big, and he was like, man, I've never been out of Chicago. And I was like, this is exactly why I'm moving. I don't want to be you. And, so it's I don't know what the fuck my point was. The end.
I think I attribute most of my growing up to just growing up and benefiting from the exposure of so many different cultures and such a melting pot, and heat. That's it's a dry heat's different. Like a moist, humid heat in the tropics. You go to the beach, you're in a rainforest. It's all right. You can catch the bus and get to the beach in an hour. Everything's fine. But the two experiences that always stick out to me are the day after I landed in California, where I was like, I don't know anything. I don't know anyone. Like, I knew 2 people and I lived in their house.
Yep.
And if I drive,
where do I go from here?
Yeah, like, I don't know where the nearest grocery store is. I don't have a laptop. Like, where do I park? Is it okay to park here? What side of town am I on? Where's the closest freeway? I was legitimately lost.
Dude, thank God for, like, GPS and shit, you know? Like,
but literally what you're describing, I know logically what you mean, but the feeling I don't have. And that's what I'm looking for, is like this.
Well, yeah, and what's really weird is, like, after you've been there for a while and you're like, now you're like, almost like a native, like it's like you've been there
2 months
enough.
in. I was like, all right, I'm going to Lucky's real quick. Does anybody need anything? Or like, I jump on the 880 to get to Walmart, and I was like, we're fucking golden now.
Dude, you start saying shit differently, like freeways out here, like the 10, the 15. We don't say the 75.
What do you say in Michigan?
It's I-75.
You just say, I'm going to I-75.
Get on I-75.
I'm going to get on I-75. I'm going to go to M24.
Like, that's the type of shit I'm excited. I'm excited to be able, I think you have to be bare minimum a year before you can say you're from another place. I think if you guys went to...
Wait, so when you're in Chicago from a year, you're going to say you're from Chicago?
If I went to, like, New York, or like if I go to New York, if I'm in Chicago for a year and then I go to New York to do comedy and they're like, where are you from? I will probably say Chicago by that point. Because I'm going to go back to Chicago. Like, I'm not going to go back to California. You know what I'm saying? You look like you're a little offended by that.
No, but you're not from there.
Right, but when people...
you live there.
Yes. Okay. When you...
I personally would specify, because I'm
really?
Because I'm a weirdo like that. I'd be like, well, I live in Chicago, but I'm originally from California.
Okay. That's a fair way to describe it, but I'm too long-winded for that, and I'd be like, so anyway, I grew up in Riverside. Now, Riverside's not L.A., and it would be a whole thing, so I would just probably summarize as, I'm coming from Chicago. Maybe.
But then they're going to see your comedy and then be like, no, he's not.
Yeah, they're going to see my hair. They're going to be like,
why is he talking about Black Lives Matter? He's definitely not from Chicago.
Yeah. Anyway, no, but that intangible feeling that, like, when you describe, like, the fact that Will understood what you were talking about in this way where he got excited is what I would like.
What, in terms of?
When he was talking about clicking, like, knowing where things are.
Not knowing where things are. Well, on the flip side of that, there's 2 experiences that stick out, and they're both emotional. They're both by myself. So it's that day after when I woke up, after I landed, and it's like everything that I was planning for the last year or so has culminated to this moment, and now what? Almost like graduating from high school. It's like, okay, what the fuck? I didn't have a job. I didn't know what the grocery store was. I didn't know how to sustain for myself, so I had to look everything up. The second experience, I was sitting in my bedroom. I was living in Mobile, and I think I had just broken up with a girl, and I realized that nobody in the city knew who I was, and if I died, nobody would know.
I've heard you talk about this.
Like the only way my roommates would know would they'd smell me in 3 days. Like, my body would be decaying.
Yeah.
And that despair almost of, like, this is kind of all on me. I could die. Like, because statistically speaking, you can just die in your sleep.
Yeah.
And no one would know. No one would know who to call. I didn't have, like, a girlfriend at that point.
You didn't set up your medical ID on your phone?
No, this was.
It wouldn't matter. He's dead.
I don't even think I had a smartphone yet.
Oh.
I might have still been on a
really?
ring. Yeah.
That's impressive.
You didn't have a smartphone when you moved here?
No. I didn't get a smartphone. I had like a Samsung Galaxy S or something.
Is Hawaii just behind in technology? What's going on? They got a lot of Asians there. They should figure it out.
Anywhere where people are happy and comfortable, technology does not need to improve. But
I don't think that's true at all.
Just talking shit. But that I don't think I will. In fact, I know I will never experience that because one, I have a smartphone. I'm 30. I'm going with my girlfriend. Like it's different. It's
Can't wait for her to leave you.
I'm waiting
Your
for
comedy's
it.
gonna get so much better, bro.
I've talked to her about that shit. I talked to her about like
She goes, "I'll never leave you."
no man.
She's like,
she's like,
it could happen.
Yeah, don't fuck up.
I don't know if I told you guys. We got a 2-bedroom. Did I tell you that?
Nice.
Yeah, we got a 2-bedroom.
Smart.
Yeah. No, we both want ours. We went into this.
In her place.
Yeah, it's a dungeon. Actually, it has a cage around it. I give her food when she gets hungry.
Lock. There's only one key. You swallow it.
And you have to shit it out every time you need to use
You're
it.
like, well, I guess you can't get out until I got to shit.
That's a real power move.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like slave owners did that.
I would have.
Yeah, I could see it. But we like going into this relationship, we were both like, look, we both like each other and appreciate each other. We are both on journeys. And right now, it is working.
She's on your journey. She joined your journey.
No.
Aaron Chase.
No.
Hashtag join the journey.
Join the journey.
You think we didn't look at your TikTok
That's
while we were
right,
writing
bitch.
roast jokes? You fucking creep.
That's right.
Join the journey.
Join the journey.
You're like updating people like, hey guys, I just got this cool recorder that I'm not using.
I'll do it. Hang on. Pause. I'm doing it my best, Aaron Chase. Hang on.
We're not done with our roast yet.
Shut the fuck up.
You need the poor editing too. You can't see he's touching his hair.
All right. I got a new recorder. I'm in a new whatever you call it, an editing system, whatever you call it. And so I'll be doing my new my podcast on YouTube. If you want to check that out, I'll leave it links somewhere. And if you just follow, subscribe, AaronChase91 on TikTok and YouTube.
That was weirdly more professional than I even did it. By the way, I know I said this before, George, you're a fucking entertainer. Like that was my essence that you just pulled out of yourself, and I don't know how the fuck you do it. But
I just hang out with you too much. I'm
just excited for you to like have a podcast that has good quality. Finally,
yo, that recorder is the real thing.
Hey, don't record outside in Chicago.
I get on the train, guys. I'm doing a train recording.
That's fine, but not when you're like outside.
Outside.
I mean, it's the windy city, right?
True.
So
yeah,
just
I have to piss. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Let's continue to talk shit.
It's not fun if you're not here, though. That was a long night, though. The
roast?
Yeah, the roast. Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always a long night for me because it's a work day.
Yeah, for sure. But that, I don't know. That one was, it was a lot of excitement.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the mic was secondary.
Yeah. And I kind of expected that,
I guess. I was expecting comics to come out, do their shit, and then leave, but
yeah,
that wasn't the case really.
Yeah, not at all. They wanted to see the roast.
It was fun. There was a good roast.
Yeah, it was. It actually was.
The people that wrote,
yeah,
were on point. I had a very good time. And so I don't know if I can ever say that I'm not a roast. I think can you write a joke?
Yeah.
And if you can write a joke, you can write a roast joke.
I realized that we should start fucking submitting packets for a writing job together, dude.
Are we writing partner? We need a team name. Is the Buddy System our team
100%.
We'll just carry that through.
We're a writing production or a writing. I don't know how it works. A writing contractor.
Yeah. I mean, Contract? We're just writers, right? Like, it's I don't know what the entertainment industry names people. I just want to do fun stuff.
Yeah.
This isn't about me.
We were talking about how people identify as not a roast writer, but it's like, can you write a joke? That's what that's about. Roast is just like the theme.
Because we got together and it was just writing jokes about a specific thing.
Yeah, that's what being a joke. Being a roast writer is being a joke writer.
Yeah, and it kind of made me real because I've always wondered, like, I don't know, could I be a writer for like a joke, like a show like that? And it's like,
yeah, you could.
Yeah,
you guys.
Turns out, like, because we got together and we wrote, and it was like, oh yeah, we could do this together.
Yeah,
you guys. I can't remember the jokes indivially, but
I got them. Yeah, right here. They're right here, bro.
Say them again.
Did I just walk into a nightmare?
Do you want the rest?
There was some we left out.
We got I got 3 pages, bro. We got shit.
While you guys are looking up things to ruin my experience of this podcast, you guys wrote like quality. I think if we were on Roast Battle, those would be great jokes to say to me. Genuinely,
because we care
jokes.
about you. If we didn't care, we wouldn't have spent the time.
Yeah, that's why I didn't write about anybody else on the panel.
I noticed this.
And also I knew that they were all going to do way too much time, so I was like, I'll keep mine short and sweet.
Quick and efficient
for sure.
It was,
and that's exactly what happened. So.
Same.
And then people walked out in the middle of my that bothered me a little bit.
Yeah, it should.
I feel like I should have the ability to respond, and you need to be there
100%.
Because when you walk out of it, it's like I can't point. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a little frustrating, but I'll survive.
No integrity.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
This is a lack of integrity.
It is.
Yeah.
But no, I think that like.
Those motherfuckers ain't getting booked anytime soon.
I think, like, hold on, where did Jonathan go?
We don't know. I'm not his babysitter. I don't have him tracked on my phone.
We need to hire one.
Put one of those
PI?
Apple tags on him.
Yeah, we should. Just put it in his pocket one night.
No, I look forward to moving to Chicago and getting actually funny. Like right now, I think I'm obviously we're better than, or I'll speak to myself. We're better than the new guys coming in because we've been just inherently, when you've been doing anything longer than somebody, you're just going to be better at it. But I think I am far more interesting than I am funny. And I want to go to a place where I can figure out how to take what I'm saying that's interesting and make it actually fucking humorous. So that's another reason.
I mean, it could be the other way around. Well, we won't know until you get there and experience it. But like, you could have jokes that are too fire for what you're able to perform right now. You know, that is also a possibility.
What do you mean?
You're not good enough.
Yeah, like you have.
Right.
But I'll bring this as an example. Is like, because I reused my last roast joke.
Yeah.
And that was one of the first roast jokes that I wrote for you 3 or 4 years ago.
Can you? I know it had to do with me being a monkey.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That I said that Aaron Chase says he was in the Wizard of Oz in high school, but I don't remember there being monkeys on the yellow brick road.
Right,
dude. It's
a great joke.
Probably
it's
the
short,
best joke I've ever heard.
It's concise. It's specific.
It's very
good.
And
it's incredibly rude.
And I wrote it. I wrote it 4 years ago, and nobody liked it.
That doesn't make sense to me. When he told me that joke, I literally was crying, laughing for 3 minutes. Like in my living room, I was laughing for 3 minutes.
That's the one that stuck. I remember.
It's so funny.
It's great, and it when you say you improve, like the performance of it, or
so I think I just had something I wasn't ready for.
Dude, right. Confidence.
Probably
5 years of comedy will do that. Like, it helps.
Where you realize confidence is not what you need because it doesn't exist anymore.
Like, you were talking about like how you've changed over the years, like being here, and like that's pretty much all that's changed for me is just being more confident in myself and being like, oh no, this is just who I am, and not trying to change who you are, but just being you and not being ashamed of it.
But I think it's harder to figure out who you are when you're in a place where everyone knows you as who you're not.
That's fair.
Like I would say that
that's weird.
What do you mean?
But yeah.
What?
As someone you're not, they don't know you.
People don't.
It's an entire state that thinks they know you.
Yeah, like COVID specifically, the quarantine. I changed a lot, and I think you guys got to see that in a lot of ways. But most people,
you told us every week,
Well, because you need to be aware. You need to be aware of these
how present you are.
I'm
with
super
yourself.
Actually,
Man!
beginning of the quarantine, not present at all.
Not even a little bit.
You're so self-centered that you're like finding yourself has to involve other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit.
I'm a performer through and through. I need
people to watch me.
watch
Even
me.
if it's 6 people on TikTok. That's
whatever.
what I mean.
It's worth it.
Hey, man.
And they're all 13-year-olds.
Yeah, for sure. 13-year-old white girls.
That's my demographic.
In their bedrooms.
Hey, man, they'll buy posters.
Just looking at you with your shirt off. Oh, I love his little chest hairs in the middle of his chest only.
Wait, let me see your chest hairs, bitch.
Fuck you, dude.
Ew, man, you're hairy as fuck.
This is a man chest.
You got some
dog.
Austin Powers shit going on.
Do you
Yeah.
have? Is there a way to find demographics on your TikTok?
I found it through Street.
It's so funny because you have like 3,500 followers, but 6 views on your shit. I love how TikTok works.
It's fascinating.
It's amazing.
I got shadow banned
Oh, it's because you're black.
because I did some really
The
offensive.
Chinese don't like black people.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I did some super ridiculous offensive shit about burning the flag early on, and it got like a lot of views, and then right after that, nothing. Like, it doesn't get pushed out to people.
Maybe they were mad because you didn't follow through on burning the flag.
That's what it was. I needed to make a video of me burning the flag in front of TikTok, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, he's going all the way." No, but like,
There's still time.
yeah. Well,
You need something.
you know what's crazy?
Burn the California flag.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like a metaphor for leaving.
Nobody would give a fuck.
Nobody would care.
Douse it in gasoline and light it, like hang it on your car and then light it as you're driving. That would be dope.
That'd be pretty badass. That'd be a great way to end Alex's documentary. But
Driving away with a burning flag away into the sunrise because you're going east.
right.
You can't ride into the sunset.
That's,
And gets into an accident because the sun's in his face.
It's so early. He's just, God damn. He's crying. Are you gonna cry? You think you're gonna cry?
yeah.
Okay. When you leave?
Yeah.
See, I cried before I left. Like a few days before I left. I was like freaking out.
Yeah.
I like had like a fucking breakdown.
Cry out of fear or sadness?
Fear. Anxiety. Telling my dad I was afraid he was going to think I was a loser.
That's intense.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you
Joke's
cry?
on you.
Did
Still
you cry?
thinks you're a loser. Did I? I don't think I cried for a while. I was very excited. Very excited because it's like I said, it's the fucking mainland, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I felt like Moana.
I'm so glad you
That's
call it the
It's so
mainland.
weird because if like anybody from like my town was like, I'm moving to Hawaii, we'd be like, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Like, how'd you manage that? Like, people go there like on vacation and it's like, what? Like, where? How?
Yeah.
It's so disconnected. It's legit for me. It was like landing in a foreign country
That's crazy.
in terms of a culture shock because I landed in the Bay Area initially and in an area.
Oh, that's.
There was a lot of, it was a heavy Indian community, and it was in the middle of the hood. So it was a very
Nice.
interesting group of people, and it felt so unfamiliar that I was overwhelmed with new experiences.
I fucking love Indian people, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Yeah. They're so cool.
I'm listening.
They're just cool.
They're funny, and they're kind of ruthless. But
They-
they're funny, bro.
They have a good sense of humor. I like their accent, and I love Middle Eastern culture. I think it's really cool. I like the fucking writing. It looks dope.
I've never knew this
I
about
just
it.
like I love
Everything
culture.
but white people.
Yeah, yeah, but like it's only because I grew up with it. I just know it so well. Like I'm still learning about other cultures. I'm like, damn, like this is cool.
Right.
I don't know, it's just crazy.
But that's the appeal is there's going to be a different culture that comes with fucking real winter, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And
Hard motherfuckers, man.
hard motherfuckers, man. But the
Black ice.
the comp that's will be my nickname.
There's black guys everywhere.
Aaron Black Ice Chase. That's what,
You won't see him, but he'll knock you out.
No, we'll call that the guy that hit me like a fucking bitch. That's such a bitch move. That still bothers me. But either way. No, the confidence thing.
I should find out who it is and go kill him.
You'd have to ask KJ because KJ is the only one who knows his face.
KJ's not
figure
a
it out.
snitch, though.
Yeah.
Yo, what if like after you leave, we like found out who it was, tracked him down, kidnapped him, and then like just sent you videos of us just like torturing him and shit.
Like the Poughkeepsie tapes.
Yeah, dude. Just keep sending you shit. If it's like goes on for months, and you're like, how long are you gonna keep him alive?
How long do you want, sir?
It's like old. What is it? Old. I always want to say old boy, but it's old.
It is old boy.
It's old boy.
It's old
I
boy.
don't know why I want to say.
Yeah,
old.
take his teeth.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Fucking
that was, man.
force him to eat
I have
bull testicles or whatever.
I won't get into it too much, but I've never seen KJ with look the way he looked. He looked ready to exact real revenge.
Why didn't he?
Because I told him don't do it.
Oh man.
Because I didn't. It was. I was out of it, and it was so much. I was
KJ
like,
was loading his magazine. No. We do this right now.
The real Detroit came out of. I've never seen anything like that.
It's in there.
Yeah,
It's in there.
But now that confidence, I think, because I felt a confidence boost from just the 4-day visit. I was like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited for shit like that. I'm excited to whatever version I am now. Like you're saying, the confidence isn't. What you worded it really well. You said like you were just confident in being you. Mm-hmm. I don't feel able to just be me out here right now. Like there's just
what's weird is like you think that like you go and you're like, okay, nobody knows me. Like I can be whoever I want to be.
Right.
You end up just being yourself.
That's what I want.
And like it's a really weird thing where it's just like, oh, like I just don't have to worry. I just don't worry about it.
Right. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And it's like, you hear people, you just don't care what people think, man. And it's like, well, that's really hard to do when you've been around the same people for goddamn over a decade. And they don't have the ability to click that you're changing.
It's nice to have the feeling that nobody's going to relay anything you do or say to your family. Because where I'm from, it's a small town, so It's like anything you do or say could potentially get back to your parents or your family.
I actually never even considered that.
Especially because he went to school where his dad worked.
Exactly.
That's right.
I went to a party in high school as a junior, and my parents found out I went because one of the other kids that went there went in and got their teeth cleaned by my mom and mentioned that they saw me there.
That's a nightmare.
It's fucking annoying.
I can see why you would want. Is that the same shit for Hawaii because it's so small?
I mean, it can be for other people, but it wasn't for me.
I think that's might be a cultural thing, but regardless, the I guess Riverside's a little different in that it's spread out. Like that would never happen to me, but I could see it realistically happening to you. And if you were a little more out there, I can see it happening to you in Hawaii. But I guess it's different.
I run into that where like, let's say I'm back home and I get pulled over and the cop takes my ID and he sees my name and he goes, "Oh shit, do you know so and so?" Like, "Oh yeah, I do. That's my dad or that's my uncle." "Oh, okay. Wear your fucking seatbelt, asshole," and then send me on my way.
Yeah. Okay. So stuff like that couldn't happen out here. It's more. A big part of it's the hair. I know that sounds strange, but like I've never gotten this level of staring in my life until post starting to grow my hair out, and it's super paranoia inducing. Like I'm pretty sure I have PTSD from getting attacked from behind.
Yeah, for sure.
And so now I'm really paranoid because I'm doing this street stand-up shit, which I'm not going to do out there. Not necessary.
Good call.
Yeah. Maybe in summer if I'm like, I know where I'm not going to get killed to do this.
Yeah.
Might be a better because out there they have there's a
shows.
There's a big park in
there's
Chicago.
A lot of different parks,
but there's one that's like really popular. It's like where that fucking egg
the
mirror
bean
thing is.
Yeah.
There, I think it's right there. But there's a big park that's kind of in that same area.
There's places for that shit.
And like you could do it there. I don't know how legal it is, but like
I mean, I'll figure it out when I figure it out. But this like the street stand up stuff is so strange in Riverside that the getting recognized is not fun. It's scary. It is actually scary out here. Like, I had guys come up and be like, Aaron Chase? And they say it like that, and they walk over to me, and I'm like, I really hope this is a positive. I hope you thought I was funny, because this might not end well. So I'm just so excited to. I think what I like is, like, I'm a blip. Nobody gives a fuck out there. They're all too busy doing their own lives, and in Riverside suburbs, there's this nosiness. I think maybe you can relate to it a little more. This like when I jog, people have to wave or say something to me, and that's weird to me.
I find it annoying.
What,
I don't see it as being a necessity.
Yeah, I just don't acknowledge me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be acknowledged.
I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm running. I don't want to even be running.
Got your dog there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, great dog. Why are you starting a conversation? I have to be like, it sure is I've had her for 5 years. It's so much.
Just tell every single person you're running from the cops.
You don't want to be associated with me.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I'm excited. But yeah.
Right now, as of current,
And that,
you'll get home and be like, I don't want to go anymore.
I think I'm
My stage is 2 more days. I could go at the improv.
Okay. This is more a question for you. What is harder, the extreme heat or the extreme cold, from your perspective?
The thing about the cold is that it affects like how you drive. So there's that, because like snow.
Right.
So like heat doesn't really have that effect. Snow, you have to get dressed, like more dressed up.
Yeah.
So I mean, cold is just more of an inconvenience than heat. Because heat, you just throw on shorts and a shirt,
Right.
and you leave. Like,
Okay.
that's it.
So snow has more preparation than heat.
Yeah,
I think
it sucks to be really cold.
I can't deny that.
It really sucks. Like when your fingers start to hurt.
Yeah.
Because it's so cold.
Dude, as an interpreter, it's fuck.
Yeah, fucking like scraping your windshield off every day just really gets old eventually.
I think
Start your car, run the heat, the defrost,
and then
let
make
it
breakfast.
for a few minutes, yeah, and then go scrape your windshield because it'll be easier. It'll just like fall off.
Stuff like that is inconvenient, and I don't.
But it just becomes a part of your routine,
right?
So.
Instead of traffic, you deal with cold.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I'm excited to do a podcast and not take my fucking shirt off. I'm always hot.
Well, I mean, if it's the summer,
I bet you
it'll
still
happen.
take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Probably in the summer, but even the humidity feels different.
But what's good is Lake Michigan's always fucking freezing cold. So
that's good.
I mean, you can always go cool off if it's hot.
That's true.
The aquarium right on the fucking lake there is dope too.
Yeah. I'm excited. Like
their aquarium's cool.
And this is what I mean. I go back and forth. Literally in this moment, I was like terrified. Then I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome."
Yeah, there's good parts, there's bad parts.
Yeah, it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. I don't know.
Did you enjoy your roast?
I loved it.
Did you like the decor?
Dude.
Did you eat some cake?
I did.
Yeah, it was fucking good, dude.
I thought I was gonna hate it.
I didn't
even know there was gonna be cake. That was icing on top of the cake on top of the icing.
Right.
It got meta.
Yeah. Okay. That was weird.
No, I thought I was going to hate it because. What's up? No, that's my sweat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got worried for a second. I was gonna beat his little ass.
He does look like you beat him.
Yeah, of course he does.
He keeps his eyes
when
down.
he deserves
He's
it.
a good dog. Oh, when he goes potty in the apartment, he knows what's wrong.
I'm glad you said potty. And he looks like he's looking at me like he's trying to blink Morse code for help. No, I loved it. I thought now that I've realized I'm more of an introvert than I thought. I didn't know. I get both of you a lot more now post quarantine. Does that make sense?
You'll probably get us more when you leave.
Yeah, I'll get you even more when I leave.
Because that feeling of like you really can just focus on whatever you want.
It's so fucking nice.
It's freeing,
Yeah.
but also dangerous because it's like idle hands are the devil's playthings. You don't know where you're going to end up. You could spin out into a drug addiction.
Please do.
Come back.
Which one would you choose? Would it be crack? You go that route?
No,
The classic black route?
I'm going to a depressant because the reason that it's hard to not smoke is less fun and craziness, and it's more I want to sleep. I just don't want to do anything. So I'd probably get to heroin, opiates, whatever the fuck it takes.
Was it fentanyl? What killed
fentanyl?
What did they kill with MJ with? That coma-inducing shit?
Yeah, that's the type of stuff I'd get into for sure. If it wasn't for the needle aspect,
you can smoke it.
Oh, nice.
Heroin you can smoke.
Nah, I'm gonna smoke heroin, guys, when we get out there.
Put it in tin foil, light that bitch up.
You can also put it on top of your bowl.
Get a little straw.
Hash it up or something.
Yeah. Guys, you're great influences.
You're welcome.
This is gonna be great. No,
we just want your life to fail out there so you come back.
Guys,
we'll clean you up.
Oh, thanks, man. You guys are good pimps.
We do an episode of Intervention. We'll kick all our careers off.
We're gonna have a talk show by the end of it.
Yeah.
No, we
find God. We have a Christian radio show.
You will never find God.
5:30 a.m.
I don't know what
That's the time we start and the radio station.
Introvert. I don't even know. What did you ask me just now?
Just if you enjoyed it, that how you were saying that you realized you're more of an introvert.
We don't ask those kinds of questions.
I realized I was more of an introvert, and I thought I was concerned. I was like, I'm gonna run out of energy for this, and I was concerned about people like bothering me. Like I don't like too much of attention unless I'm on stage at this point. And so I was concerned about that.
Is that why you were gone for so much of the open mic?
Yes. There was a point where I was like, I can't be here. I need to go away.
Yeah.
And I went away and I came back and I felt better. I needed a break.
Yeah.
And I was worried that no one was going to give me that I was going to try to walk away and say, bro, take another shot. Like I was worried about that and it didn't happen. And I'm so used to negative reinforcement to every decision I make that walking in seeing balloons and posters and fucking positive
gave you anxiety.
I was like, what is this?
Is this a trick?
Yeah, like is this?
We laid the tarp out, just blow his brains out as soon as he came in.
I was expecting a noose to get brought down from the heavens, and that's how we end it.
Bro, I don't know if you heard toward the end of the roast, these two like elderly white people walked in.
Oh, I saw them.
And I don't know if you heard what Joe Beltran said.
Mm-mm.
He's sitting like 2 seats down from me. Were you there at this point?
I know the people you're talking about.
Okay. So they walk in and like take a seat, and Joe leans over and he goes, "They heard we were roasting a black guy."
Who brought them in? How did they end up in this situation? This seems like the opposite of what they'd want to walk into. But
that line was so funny.
No, it was great.
I stood up and walked around.
You did a black dude move from it?
It's good. It was so funny.
There's a great feeling in standing up and walking when you see a magic trick or hear a great joke.
Yeah.
It's just hard to describe. Just my instincts. But no, it was great.
I'm becoming blacker over the years.
Yeah.
I never used to do that. I used to be at the club and like watching people, like black people do that. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, can't you just enjoy it in your seat? I get it though. I get it.
You need to let it out, man.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you just gotta let them know how much you enjoy it.
That's what it's like. So I had to walk away and come back because it was so good.
Yeah.
No, like it was so nice. I think that's why, and I probably will just come back Thursday because whatever, fuck it. Because I'm leaving.
I know you will.
Yeah, I want the time.
You will.
Want the time. Are we gonna do this? I'm not doing this with you. So, because it's not entertaining for the audience. But they don't matter. Who is they? Who listens to this?
Since when do you care about entertaining audiences?
That's fair.
Oh. We never did an intro song.
Oh yeah. Do we need? Is that how we're starting it?
It's too late.
Way too late.
So I know people have said positive things and said they appreciate it, but that was the first time in all of the years of this where I was like, oh, wow, I feel really appreciated right now. There's people who are there who actively did not like me and probably still aren't a fan now that made it clear that they appreciated me for the things that I did do. So I just felt appreciated, and that felt nice.
Yeah, you don't have to like someone to really respect them. Like, those are two different things, you know?
Definitely helps.
It helps. It's way easier, but I mean, it's like it's an undeniable. Like, you know, we all saw you run up those stairs. We all everybody. No one disagrees that you were important. So
yeah. So
I think it was well earned.
It just felt nice. It felt like it is still weird to me. I can't even, like, all the negativity being present, man.
Mm-hmm.
All of that, it's really hard to describe to people that is every day. That is every day for years and years and years and years and years. Multiple decades of every day. Aaron, you're black. You're black. You're Aaron, you're black, and you're black.
Don't let Alec talk to you like that, bro.
My brother or demonic?
Both.
But like, it's crazy to go to school every day, and even when it's presented as positive, and you're a good black person, it's like it fucks with your head.
You are a good.
Well,
black
thank
person.
you so much. Will, I appreciate it. I'm one of the good ones. Until I grew out this hair.
Your alignment in D&D would be chaotic good.
I'm listening.
You're
Okay,
chaotic,
I
but
don't-
you're a good person.
Okay, so I've seen a grid of this with Breaking Bad.
Chaotic,
Neutral, chaotic,
and lawful.
good, and lawful. Wait, there's chaotic neutral, chaotic good, chaotic evil. Then there's
Neutral,
genuine neutral. Then
and
there's
lawful. Who the fuck are you asking right now?
Hold on. There's a thing.
He needs a chart.
Yes, guys, I have Asperger's.
Counting gummy bears or something to help him.
You guys are allowed to talk,
Yeah, but it's
No, I got
more interesting.
intermission music.
Oh, good. Hold on. How do you spell chaotic? The O is before the A is before the O.
That depends. Is it a stage name? Because it's a K.
C. Here it is. Okay, so there's true neutral, chaotic neutral, lawful neutral, lawful. Okay.
Fucking what I
Yeah,
said.
I don't trust white people.
True. They're stealing stuff for D&D and fucking it up.
So chaotic good, I'd be Skylar. You've seen Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
I don't know if she's necessarily chaotic, but okay.
Wait, what is the?
She seems like a lawful.
What is so
character,
chaotic?
but whatever.
How would you describe the difference between chaotic and lawful?
Chaotic is like you kind of just do what you want at your whim, and you tend to lean. And chaotic good, you tend to lean toward like what you consider the good decision. So it might not be the lawful decision; it's whatever you feel in the moment is the good decision.
That is me. Fair enough. Okay.
Zuko. Do you relate to Zuko?
He's chaotic good.
I would say so. Yeah.
Whereas like lawful good would be like I'm following the laws in the good way.
What is good on paper? Not necessarily the moral thing, but
right.
So
right.
like Bill Cosby being let out is lawful evil? It is following the law, but it is pretty arguably evil.
I think it's attempting to be neutral. I think the outcome is evil, but I think it's the system's best example for said circumstance to be neutral.
What are you looking
Because
at?
I think like I said, he got out on a technicality, right?
He didn't get out because they thought he was innocent.
He got out because they were using some inadmissible evidence or something. Like he had made some kind of deal where it's like, I'll say this for this. So he was following the law, and the prosecution in the next case wasn't.
Right.
Something like that.
This is why I couldn't be a lawyer. That would bother me. But
if you're making $400,000 a month, bro.
That's fair. But I would rather be a poor comic.
No, I have a price. You can buy me.
But that's to go back to Cosby. That's why I have this respect for the fact that he stuck to his guns, and he was going to for 10 goddamn until he died.
He's definitely lawful evil.
Cosby?
Yep. That's how I decided, because everything he's done is technically been with like. Well, that's not true, I guess.
Not done. The result with which in
right.
the legal system
right.
has been lawful.
Right.
Just on the off chance he is 100% innocent, which I don't believe.
I'm just gonna take that right there, right? That 100% innocent. That's gonna be our drop.
Perfect.
I take that back. I say he's neutral evil.
Why?
That's all for selfish gain.
Yeah, that's why. He does evil shit for himself.
So it's not to hurt anyone else, just for him.
Well, I mean, it's definitely to hurt other people. Well, yeah.
Because when he
doesn't get anything out of hurting them, he gets something out of raping them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it just it's the effect of rape is evil, but he's not doing it to be evil.
Right.
Okay,
he's doing it for his own
selfish to get that nut.
Because it feels good, and they don't fight him.
Right. Jesus.
Which, I mean, you can't argue there.
No.
It's much easier when they don't fight.
You sound like you had a lot of experience in that.
No, I'm just saying that's a fact. I mean, it can't be wrong.
I feel like when you first saw those beautiful black women in college, you're like, you had some Cosby thoughts.
No. I figured they could beat my ass.
That's why he was like,
Yeah, they gotta be knocked out for it.
They got claws. Yeah. But also, I'm not gonna get close enough to them to be able to drop anything into their drink. So.
Where do you even get roofies? How do you that shit?
I have no idea. That's a better question.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, frankly, that's the hard part of roofing a girl.
Finding the roofies.
Yeah, like actually administering is probably pretty easy.
Going through the right quests to find what you need.
Like finding things like heroin, I genuinely don't know the process of doing that.
You just ask everyone. That's when you're at that point where you're looking for heroin, you don't care anymore. You're like, hey, do you know where to get heroin? It's like,
but
dude,
you
I'm
definitely
in a suit, bro. Follow me.
You definitely turned into like Sherlock Holmes for that drug, though. You start noticing like fucking marks.
Yeah.
You smell it on their lapel.
Those track marks look recent. It's interesting.
You have a slight indentation between your needle fingers.
Yeah, I'd say within 12 to 14 hours.
13, you're really good, bro.
I respect Cosby because if he's innocent, he stuck to his guns.
I mean, he's definitely not innocent.
Not innocent. But if he was innocent, he stuck to his guns. The better one is the Brett Kavanaugh one. You know that one?
No.
He was
that?
He was trying to become Supreme Court
Sounds
justice.
Like a tennis player. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me.
No, that's okay.
No, you gotta see this guy. He looks rapey as fuck.
He's a fucking politician. I'm sure he does.
His name's Brett. I'm sure he does.
Brett in the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he rapes under the table, like
under the table.
He looks
rape?
he looks like he knows it's wrong, though.
Yeah. I think Cosby was just in his own pudding pop head when he did his shit. But no, this guy looks
looks more like a pedophile to me. It wouldn't surprise me if he was like
a pedophile
circulating like
absolutely
child pornography.
He looks like he doesn't care if it's so he would be evil, lawful evil, chaotic evil as well, right? Because he doesn't care.
Sure.
He just seems like a dude who felt like I'm gonna get away with anything. That was his vibe. And so he got accused of rape in the 80s in college. And
who didn't? Am I right?
I mean, it's the 80s. Blackface, rape.
A lot of drugs going
what
on
they
in the
did.
80s.
And he
consent didn't even appear in the dictionary until 1992.
So it was just like it was a he said she said moment.
Yeah.
And in that situation, I believe that he raped. He seemed like a rapist potentially.
Because of those pictures that we saw.
Just the way
fucking snake eyes.
Stupid fucking pose. He looks like a rapist.
I can see any old white dude's a rapist to me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, at what point do I start looking like a rapist?
When you start growing hair. If you started growing out your hair, you would start to look like a rapist. Because your hair's too thin. It's just not thick enough to not be a rapist.
It would be scraggly, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. And scraggly is rape hair. It's like getting in your eyes when the sweat when you're
the professor from Back to the Future.
Yeah, he raped. I'm sure.
You think he's a rapist?
Yeah, probably.
Allegedly.
That's why he was making the time machine, bro.
We need to go back in time and fix my rapes.
I fucked it up.
What a way better story that would have been than a kid going back in time and fucking his mom. Am I right? Jesus Christ.
But just this. Okay, how about this? Would you rather be innocent but no one believes you about rape, or would you rather be guilty but no one thinks you raped?
Whoa.
I'm gonna pee again.
You're gonna drop that and walk away?
We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome to the Slap Chop. You're gonna love my nuts.
But we can plug. We have again the show at the Ontario Improv, July 28th at 8 p.m. George, what's the lineup for that show?
It's gonna be me is going to be William Henderson. It's going to be Alec Damani, Brian Matthews, Frank Castillo, and Paul Ogata.
Oh,
at
my
8 o'clock.
goodness. How did we manage to get that lineup?
I'm still asking myself
all in
that.
one day?
One evening.
Wow.
One evening of hilarity.
And how much are tickets?
Tickets are, if you use the promo code BUDDY, promo code BUDDY for $5 off, they're $15.
$15 for a fucking lit night of comedy at a premier comedy club?
At the only club in the Inland Empire. The only comedy club.
It's the king of comedy clubs in the Inland Empire.
Mm-hmm. We'll be there.
We'll be
for
there.
the third time.
July 28th at 8 p.m. Use the code word BUDDY. Go to their website, ontario.improv.com. Look for the Buddy system, and we'll see you there.
Guys, if you go to dollarshaveclub.com, you check out with promo code CHASE. All you get is lotion.
Innocent?
I would rather be innocent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What state I'm in?
Because what?
You're in prison.
Because knowing knowing the truth is, I think, what matters in the end.
That sounds like someone's never been in jail, though. You know? Shit, dude.
Also, you don't believe in heaven, so it doesn't matter to you. You're going to die anyway and just be in the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So you're saying he's a chaotic good?
But if I'm in jail...
No, he's not good. There's no way he's good.
If I'm in jail, plus also, like, they're taking care of me, so I'm like, well, I didn't do anything, but, like, I'm chilling, you know?
You're going to be reading hella books. And
super hella books. I'm like, give me those fucking fantasy books, man. I need those
you get
fucking...
all your degrees.
World of Warcraft
sure
books.
they play D&D in certain prisons.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, all you need is add D20. You can figure it out from
And you
there.
have to be there for hours. Their games must be amazing.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're all prison escape games.
They're all LARPing the whole time. That's all it is. They're like, yo, you went into cell block D after sundown and you saw a guard. What do you want to do?
Honestly, D&D would be a great game for when they're all locked back up and they can't actually be together, but you can talk.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Because they could be like, how far am I from the dragon, bro?
Like 7 spaces?
Yeah, dude, you're like 35 feet away. Like, all right, I'm gonna take 10 feet up, and then I'm gonna cast Firebolt. Like,
you could
do that.
You'd make friends in prison.
I think I would too. Like,
roll for initiative,
guys. I'm gonna start a D&D club. We'll get their aggressions out that way.
There's a bunch of celebrities I know. Not Ving Rhames. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's into it.
Matthew Lillard.
Really?
Joe Manganiello. Do you know who that is? How does it? I don't know how it's pronounced. To be honest with you, he was in Magic Mike. He's a buff, hot
Joe
dude.
Finagling.
Finagling.
Oh, this fucking hunk.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He's really into it. He guest starred on a few episodes of Critical Role in the first campaign.
Nice.
Yeah, it's becoming, well, you know, you can bring it to light now. Nobody cares anymore that it's.
I like that
weird.
The internet's made nerd culture cool sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And then other times it's insulting because it's like, you made fun of us for this.
Yeah.
And then you realize
Like
it was
what?
awesome. Comic book movies and superheroes.
I mean, I was never really into that stuff until later in life anyway. Like, I was playing WoW in high school.
Yeah.
And I got some shit for that. But
I
was also me. And, like, nobody's really going to fuck with me, to be honest, for the most part.
Were you bigger than most people?
Yeah.
Really?
In my school? Yeah, dude.
Could you have fucked people up?
I could have. Yeah, but I never. I'm not that person. Plus,
Except on the football field.
My dad was a teacher. Yeah, dude. I used
Fucking
to
ringing some bells, I bet.
Yeah, I did. I broke a kid's arm once.
How'd that feel?
I mean, the tackle felt good because it didn't hurt at all because
the
I fucking
aftermath.
smoked him. But when I found out,
swimming, it felt so smooth,
dude, when I found out I broke his it was like his wrist, and I was like, I felt bad. Yeah, it was practice.
Right.
I was like, I didn't fucking want to hurt the kid. I just wanted to tackle him. He was coming across the middle. I was a linebacker, dude. He caught the ball. I fucking squared up.
Sorry for being good at my job.
Yeah, dude. I just tackled him the way you're supposed to tackle him. He just had his hands like
in the wrong way
because he caught the ball and brought the ball into his chest, and I hit him face first in the chest.
It was his fault.
It's all his fault.
It was all his fault.
He was a fucking freshman. I was a senior.
You didn't start doing
So
jujitsu
rude.
and shit, so you couldn't have fucked people up.
I was what do they call him? I was a husky kid though.
You throw your weight around on them?
Yeah, I was
off the ropes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd always like, I had cousins that I'd like dick around in the back with. Like I've been in little mini scuffles and whatnot. So I knew that for at least a minute and a half, like I could get enough space between us where I could disengage. So I was, but I was also funny. So it's like I'll embarrass you before you land a punch. It doesn't matter.
I never got to the point where I had to like throw punches. Never been in a fight.
Missing out.
Just don't. No. You're too old now.
Yeah.
You're 30 now.
It's not worth it.
No, you're right. You're in your peak condition, bro. Your mind
No,
and
I'm
your
not.
body are in sync. You will dodge and you'll feel like a god.
My peak was about 4 years ago.
Really?
3 or 4
Physically?
years ago. Yeah, I got down to like 200 pounds.
You
don't
down
remember
to
that? You don't-
200?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
There's some of the comedy
Yeah,
pictures
dude.
where he looks pretty svelte.
I got down.
You
It was
could
hard.
you could bring it back.
I could, but I'd have to focus on it. I'd have to
man.
wake up early.
Just do it.
Nah.
It was Nike. No?
It's so much effort.
What? Okay. If Marvel was like Will,
Oh, this is different. That's a different thing.
why is it different?
Because they're going to offer me money.
That's fair.
No, he doesn't have a day job to go to.
Yeah, I don't
He
have to
can
go
just
to.
focus
Yeah,
on
I
going
can
to the
just
gym.
work
Be
out all day.
buff.
I'll fucking work out for 3 hours in the morning, go home, play World of Warcraft for 2 hours,
Of course.
go for a run.
Learn your lines.
Spend $60 on pre-made meals.
Yep. But no, they'll pay for that.
Yeah,
But that's
they
what
will
I'm saying. It's
The-
like, that's
Yeah.
what it costs to eat those pre-made meals. But
Yeah.
if money's no object, then fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what happens? I wonder what happens if you sign one of those Marvel contracts and then the trainer comes. It's like, all right, man, time to work out, and you're like, nah.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nobody
they'll drop you very
Nobody
quickly.
doesn't want to be hot though.
Yeah, you'll do it. You'll do it.
You
Why
don't
not?
do it.
You know,
Huh?
why not? What else are you gonna do from 10 to 1? And what are you gonna do?
It'd be so cool to be in like a superhero in a Marvel movie.
Fuck yeah. Dude, I
So
watched
cool.
The Patriot the other day. I was like, oh, I would love to play this, like a fucking action movie role like that. Oh, it'd be so sick, dude.
I'd be the fat Cornwallis.
Or you're the fucking dude throwing the tomahawk, you know, dude? Ah.
All right, so if George was in a movie, it would
Talk
be,
to me. Like, talk dirty to me. Tell me what weapons I'm going to carry in my fucking role, you know?
the ideal type of movie for George is schlocky, big action. If you were going to be an actor in a movie, I assume.
Ooh, would you want to be in Fast and the Furious? Would that be your top? Would you
I'd
stop
wanna,
acting
I'd want
after
to
that?
be in what I would want to participate in would
Yeah.
probably be a martial arts film.
I can see that.
Can I be the villain, the evil white guy? In
Yeah,
your...
yeah. Maybe Shang-Chi 7 or something. I don't know.
That's my name?
No, like
Oh,
because
that's
they're
your-
making
I
Shang-Chi.
don't know what that is.
He's an Asian
Marvel
superhero.
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
He's
cool.
Asian.
Good.
He's Asian.
Yeah.
I would want to be in like a stupid Oscar bait movie.
Oscar bait?
Yeah. Oscar bait is where they make those movies where you're like, oh, they're gonna
Specifically
bait.
to try to get an Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or no, actually something super needlessly artsy and pretentious would
Right.
be so fucking satisfying for me.
You would do that, yeah.
oh
you would.
yeah. I want a crying scene where I have one tear.
Dude, I want to wear like a suit of armor. You know what I mean?
You be like a Robin Hood.
Or like I want to be like a fucking wizard or a mage or something,
I can see
dude.
that. But see, then knowing the behind the scenes of how it's made is because
Yeah, but seeing the final product,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
seeing yourself cast a spell, I'd be like, ah!
Fuck that walking onto set in costume.
Yeah, dude. I would be like, part thee.
Did either of you ever do plays in like school?
When I was in elementary school,
Ah,
yeah.
I did one, but
How old
I
were you?
was 6th grade, maybe. Yeah.
Fuck, there's no feeling like being in a play and you're doing all of this rehearsal and then they give you your costume for the first time and you go on stage to rehearse and you feel like a different person. It's wild.
I bet. Yeah, that seems fun. I'm not opposed, but I think the goals of the movies that I want to be in, they have to have like a fatality scene every 20 minutes.
Of
So.
You know
course.
what we should do, George? When Aaron leaves, is write a stage play.
Please. I want to come back and see you guys putting on a
and cast
production.
a ghost.
Wouldn't that
For
be
be Aaron.
amazing? No, we're gonna bring you back. We have a part for you.
Oh, okay, good.
How dare you? You
How
think you're
quick-
gonna get out of this that easy? No,
How
no,
quick
no.
in the play do I die?
Oh, immediately.
Oh, nice. As
Yeah.
long as I'm in the play.
You're
that's all I know.
5 minutes tops. But then we'll bring you back as a ghost, like Aaron, like George said.
Yeah.
We'll do like a ghost of comedic past. What?
Ooh.
Can we write a play right now?
Yes, right now.
Can we do just like what is it? Ebenezer Scrooge, the fucking what is that goddamn thing called?
There's a Christmas story? No, that's
Is
not
it
it.
a
No.
Christmas Carol?
Christmas.
Yeah,
Carol.
No, story? No, stories with the
The
BB
kid,
gun.
yeah, the BB
Okay.
gun. A comedy carol.
Comedy Carol?
A Christmas comedy?
A comedy chase.
A comedy
Chasing comedy.
Jesus Christ. A comedy carol. I like that.
There's
actually.
one called Scrooged starring
Scrooge McDuck.
Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol.
That's what I fucking
That's what he
said.
said.
Why
Yeah.
did you not believe me?
'Cause
I
he
wasn't
didn't trust
listening.
white people.
Yeah, I don't trust you. I don't trust anything you
This
say.
is what our society's coming to.
It's been that way, bro. Fucking.
No, you guys trusted us for a long time. That's why we're in this situation.
True.
I think the Native Americans trusted you guys. I don't think the Africans were like, oh, these guys with guns seem reputable. The Native Americans trusted you.
Took our drugs.
Yeah. The Native Americans trusted you. I think, did the Asians trust?
Asians don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Asians don't even trust themselves.
Yeah. Korea put a fucking hard line in the middle going, those fuckers hire? We don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Are we done here?
Feels like it.
Aaron's done here, I guess. Hey, we have one more next week then?
Yeah, with Damani.
Is that your final Buddycast?
It is with Damani.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We're going to have to come up with bits.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're not going to have to because we're naturally funny.
Alex should write some shit, though.
He's not going
gonna.
to. He's not going to.
Do you think if we told him to all right, he's not going to listen to this, right?
No.
All right.
Definitely not.
All right. So let's tell him to write something.
And he'll do the opposite of whatever you tell him.
But let's just do it. Because
Okay.
people that listen, if they listen to this, we'll know and they'll
Okay.
get it.
What do you want him to?
That's what I was going to ask. What should we tell him to write?
One more Aaron and Alec argue, and we got to give him something to argue about, and he just has to do the minimum amount of research on it.
We have to have him convince us of something that he doesn't believe in. Why weed is bad.
Why drugs are bad in general, or weed specifically?
Why being straight is right. I don't know, something that's at his core. Because then he'd have to try, but then it wouldn't be fun. I don't know. Premeditated Alec isn't always fun.
He is a naturally off the cuff funny guy.
Yeah, I admire those people.
He said he started to write, though.
He is.
Anyway, we're done here.
Yeah, well, whatever.
We should still tell him to write something and watch him flail.
He's not going to even flail. He's not going to do it. He would. If you tell Alec to do something, he will do the opposite.
Okay, tell him not to write. No, see, because then he's not going to write.
Yeah. If you, no matter what, he will take the path of least resistance. Is that what it is? Yeah. So yeah, whatever. Well, he'll be here next week.
So nobody's gonna make it from here.
Well, that's why I'm moving from
Especially you.
I move, baby.
Yeah, but when he makes it, he's going to be from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago.
The path of least resistance. You're going on a freeway across the country. Get the fuck out of here. There
Into the snow.
There's not even a stop sign to stop you, bro.
I'm gonna have to wear mittens.
When you get there? I don't think so.
What is it gonna be?
July. No, dude, you're good.
It's going to be cold next week.
It's going to be the same. It's going to be exactly the same.
No, except humidity and mosquitoes. Skeeters?
I think you'll be okay in the city.
Do y'all say skeetos or skeeters?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes?
Yes.
Nah, y'all say skeeters.
We definitely don't.
Look out for them skeeters.
Watch out for those mosquitoes.
The 91. The skeeters. All right.
Drop your soch. Where you at?
AaronChase91. Goodbye.
At Willie_D20.
Goodbye.
I'm at TheGeorgeF. We are at the Buddy System Co. We are also at the Ontario Improv on July 28th at 8 p.m. Go to improv.com/Ontario. Use the code word Buddy to save $5 on tickets. Thanks for listening. Bye.